I was called to be here. I want to keep it short and sweet because the channel's been very active lately, receiving many downloads during this incredible time of change. And being fair, there's also grief here, sadness. There's the negative charge being shown, reflected back to us in order for us to add our positive charges. And we understand why we're adding our positive charges. One of the most beneficial things we can do right now in this time as we are all at home, healing and making harmonies with our loved ones. We want to be having this pen. We want to have the pen. This is a new moon intention book. Wishes, desires. The masculine and feminine both hold this pen. The feminine energy using intuition of what is being desired, what you desire, what your wishes are. The masculine energy writing down what you could practically do to get there. What are you doing now? Because you're co-creating. And this is being a co-creator. It's taking time to journal. And I know that, we all have different ways in order that we do this. Some people like to draw, some people like to, create with art. But at the end of the day, the written word is very powerful. We're in a time where taking care of ourselves is really important. We want to be as high vibrational as we can be. Now, we want to really be careful. Please study what you feel called to study, what you want to be cleaning your environment with. We want our immune system to be healthy. Do some research. What are the best ways that you can be detoxifying within and without? So we know we can eat high vibe foods. We can drink lots of electrolytes, clean drinking water. What we cook our food in is very important. How we cook our food, and we don't want to be cooking it in toxins, storing it in toxins. We're using our food as medicine we take every day in order to keep our immune system up, and our chakras love that. What we clean our homes with is also very important too. What we clean ourselves with. There are things that we can do. Peroxide's a great cleaner. Look into that, but do what you feel called to do and research it. Get some knowledge on it. We can use vinegar, baking soda, alcohol, rubbing alcohol. We don't even be drinking that stuff. We can be clean with it. We want to be careful with the fumes, right? But I went to get a couple supplies because I was out of toilet paper because there's no toilet paper anywhere you go. And just the bleach and the Lysol running off the shelves is like mad. And seek out the information you are called to seek out. There are things that destroy our immune system. There are things that are toxic for us that, we live in the world of marketing. What's being marketed to you? And we need to see through the illusions of what is for us, what is toxic for our systems, and what is not toxic for our systems. I'll never forget when I read an article that talked about how peroxide is safe and a more natural alternative than bleach and does a fabulous job. Just educate yourself and do what you feel called to do. See, I had to go all natural within my environment. Everything's all natural because my system changed. I got very, very sensitive to any toxins, from laundry soap to what I put on my face to even what I eat. Everything I have to be very careful with, but it's also helped me on my path as a healer to understand healing, to understand all the places that we can educate ourselves and see what's out there, because you know what? We have a right to the truth. We don't need to be afraid of it. We have a right to the truth, and we can seek the knowledge. It's out there. And please, everything I'm talking about, do what you feel called to do. If you think that spraying, these toxins all over your house to kill all your germs is the answer for you, you do what you feel called to do. But there has to come a point in time where we need to understand we have to seek our truth. We can't be running from our truth. Can't be running from the truth that's out there. Please, while you're harmonizing in your home, creating harmony, study your ancients if you feel called to study them. Study, spirit science is great. Check out spirit science. David Wilcock is great. Check out him. Seek out the knowledge you're being called to seek. And in meditation, in prayer, ask the divine, where do I go? What do I do? And watch, if you're co-creating and you let the universe in, let source in, the divine, they're speaking back to you. That's how you started seeing the number sequences. All of our gifts start activating within different ways, and that's how knowing thyself. You can't be afraid to know thyself. And this is another channeled information that they sent me today too. Many woke people and people that are speaking about the fact that they're woke are still saying lower vibrational things. So you have to understand, who do you resonate with? Who are you really feeling called to listen to? And we need to learn how to listen to ourselves. We need to understand that if we don't resonate with something, it's showing us who we are. And if we do resonate with something, it's showing us who we are. One's a negative charge, one's a positive charge. That's why they feel differently. But we don't ignore them, or we don't, we're not creating that. We're just understanding that this is an experience. We need to understand the knowledge we're seeking. And it's, how does it resonate within? Who are you feeling called to connect with? Not because of what they look like, but because of how you feel. When you feel that harmony, when you feel that clip, when you feel those people you can vibe with, you get it. And you can seek just as much knowledge from the people that you don't. It's all there for you. Just string it all together and keep going. Remember, don't run from fear. Don't run from the truth. And don't run from yourself. This is the time now where we want to be picking up this pen, because we're creating joy. We're creating happiness. We are creating a healing tune around here, authentic tune. And it starts with self. And it's not being afraid of yourself. Live your moments with joy. Live your moments with happiness. You're not getting them back. Do what you want to do tomorrow, today. On saying that, I'm going to pour some tea. Tea is also great for our digestive system. These teas are incredible. I love them. The antioxidant properties in them they're through the roof. I'm going to pour some tea. I'm going to rate in my book here for a second, my New Moon Intention book. And then we're going to get a quick reading, and then I'm going to be out of your hair so that you can get to doing what you feel called to do. Let's get this set up. Finished reading my book. Took the time. And I decided this time I was only going to wish for 3 things, because I wanted to make a triangle. I did not know that apparently I was matching the reading to the tea. Who knew? Must have been following my intuition. But I must say, channeled message that got me here to begin with is, do not be rating with half the picture. Do not be rating with what you see with half the picture. Now is the time to see the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and there's a reason for that. Because what we're rating down, what we're creating, is the golden ages. It's the future. And it's the time we take now to just face it, to lay it out all out on the table and to create a new with that. That's going to be where the biggest shift, the biggest change, because it matters so much. It matters so much, the building of the golden ages. Because this is the time to say goodbye to what's been so dark and causing harm. Those shadow energies. We know that dark is a part of us, light is a part of us. But these shadow energies, it's time for them to just... And the best way that we can do this is to understand we are creating with integrity of the light. And allow the integrity of the light to be within your hand. When you're rating your new story. Let's get a message here. We're starting with the moon. The sun is here, I know, guys. It's very bright. We need some light. And there it is. Mercury, the mind, there's the magician. And we know that Mercury is helping us to use our intelligence. With the 5th house, creativity. And that's the 6 of Cups. So we're using our intellect as well as we're creating the fun house energy, and that's allowing the inner child to be free right now. There's a direct message right there. Use your intellect, but allow the inner child to be free, and you will manifest. And this is where we're just removing our mask. We're removing our mask. We're just being authentic self. And we need to have a little fun. It's time to have some fun. We're just taking life too seriously. And seeing as since the animals helped us get here, let's just see what they have to say about this. Okay, wait. Taurus, I have. We're grounding our love through strength. And we're materializing it. We're materializing our love and grounding it through strength. And this is thanks to Venus. Protection, lioness. Protection. You are strongly protected right now. You are invited to embrace your authenticity and to be unafraid, to wisely express your emotions, to protect others. We must learn to develop strength in ourselves and to know the power of restraint, which is what real power involves. And this is what we're being shown right now. This is what we're being reflected back to us. You know, this is why I was called to sit within the sun. You know, I never do stuff like this, and I know it probably is probably doesn't look great, but it's not about what it looks like, it's about what it is. Much time is spent here with the moon and not a lot with the sun. It's been out of balance, and now I've been called to sit here with the sun, and the main message has been the energy of the sun, the energy of fire, and the energy of Aries and this expansion. This is what it is, and I always promise you guys, whatever happens to this channel, it's naturally unfolding. And here we go, we're naturally unfolding. Lions have been referred to as the king of the beasts because of their sheer power and proud roar, while the lion's mane is probably the most recognizable thing about these big cats. The lioness is the powerhouse of the two. Lionesses are hyper-carnivores and do all the hunting, communicating to their pride members by complex verbalizations. They are social animals and live in groups of relatives. There is a dominant male that provides protection and mating opportunities, although the females will get involved in defense, particularly if they have cubs. Now, this is all incredible. Now there's synchronicity and sign. We know that when March came, we were going out like a lion. We may have been entering a lamb, but this was the energy that we were finishing off with. And yes, the divine feminine is much stronger than she's been taught to believe she thinks she is. And now that power is being unleashed, but it's being tempered. It's humble. It's connected to Mother Earth. It's connected to Gaia, the great feminine. It's connected to La Luna, the great feminine, through us. And this is one incredible force of energy that needs to be honored. The magic. If you have ever seen a lioness in the wild, you will immediately understand the nature of the magic of the magnificent feline. The lionesses are hugely powerful and work as teams to bring down prey to protect the young. This contrast of lethal power and tender protectiveness is the key to lioness's magic. Plug into lioness magic in situations when you need responsible power and when you may need some help in restraining a destructive energy such as rage. And this helps us with being vulnerable. And that's another great gift of the feminine. And if you've been shut down, if you've shut that piece of you down of being vulnerable because of the ego games, it's time to reactivate it and know you're protected and own your personal power from within to without. And it's the connection to the divine. It's the connection to your light. This is connected to fire. This is all thanks to that Aries energy. Thank you, Aries. All right, one last message. We're the Sacred Traveler right now. Woo. That's so many cards. I need a tea. Take a little tea break. Get a little reshuffle over here. Get a little reshuffle. Alrighty. These cards are new. They were a birthday gift from a Soul Tribe member, and I am appreciating getting to know them. It's this card right here. Answering the call. The time is now. The time is now. You've been called. The sacred journey always starts with a call. You might feel ready, or you might be uncertain and not willing. But when you receive the call, you must respond. If you've been waiting for your life to turn out, the waiting is over. Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now, you've been called, and a gateway is opening for communications from the spirit realms. The energy of courage surrounds you. You may not know what the future brings, but you do know that it is now a time to act and go forward. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know Spirit is trying to get your attention. Right now, your spirit helpers are telling you that this is your time. Listen with your heart. Your time is now. Do this now. Throw your shoulders back, take a deep breath, and plunge forward. The waiting is over. No matter what concerns or hesitations you may have, in the deepest sense, you are ready. Believe, trust, follow the signs. There will be many, and miracles will abound. And this is true. There's portals activating. We are shifting. The energies are changing. We're really stringing together now the extremes. The opposite energies are uniting. Fear and love. Death and life. Masculine, feminine. Youth, wisdom. It's all coming together, so we have the whole. Now we can just shapeshift with it. And this is what I was telling you guys, that some of us have been activated and on the path for some time, and some of us are really being activated now, because we all have to have, some of us have to go first in order to spread the word and help others, keeping up to uplift us as we rate this path, as we build the golden ages. We're builders. And this is the time we're in. You know, the universe calls, and it's not for many of us in the which way that you think it was. Myself personally, I lost everything. I lost my home. My son was born premature and he was in the hospital. My father passed away, and everything all happened at the same time. You know, my karmic relationship ended, and I thought if I could just change everything without, everything would be fine. But that's where the universe called, and I picked it up and I answered the call. I heeded the call. And I started seeing 1111, and I started seeing number synchronicities and signs, and I started connecting with the moon, and I started connecting with the sun. And now I'm here with you, really connecting with the sun. Hopefully I can keep the natural sun energy intact. But this path has been incredible. This path has been life-changing. Answering the call was the best thing I ever did, and it was facing my truth. It was facing my truth. And as much as this path is wild, I would never go back, because this is me finding my authentic tune, finding my authentic self, freeing myself and healing, and being able to meet with you guys to heal, harmonize, and raise the vibration. This is stability of the light. This is healing. This is connection. This is vibing with your soul tribe members. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with. Today, I love you guys. Take care, and I will see you soon.